Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I filmed this really pretty green eyeshadow look on my friend Rianna. This would be perfect for either Christmas or New Year's Eve. This look in particular is about having a nice dewy glow to your skin. So I'm going to start off by mixing a little bit of my Kiehl's moisturiser and my Anastasia Denona body glow together. And then using the duo fibre brush, I'm just working that into the décolletage. A lot of you asked me about this product in a previous video from a behind the scenes on a photo shoot when I created really beautiful dewy glowy skin. This was the product that I used for that. This will really give your body the wow factor if you're going out on New Year's Eve. I'm applying a little bit of primer to Rianna's face. I'm applying Benefit's Porefessional just down the T section. I use this on most of my clients, even if they don't have visible pores, it just smooths out the skin. So for foundation, I'm mixing in a little bit of the Anastasia Denona Body Glow in with the Nars Luminous Weightless foundation, and I'm using my Prep Blot and Blend sponge by Beverly to apply this. The reason for mixing in the Body Glow with the foundation is so that we get that nice luminescent glow to the skin. Using the Body Glow on its own is a little bit too luminescent and the foundation doesn't have enough of a glow, so mixing the two together tames down the Body Glow but amps up the foundation. If you've got a cheaper version of a body glow, such as a Rimmel one, mix it in with foundation and try it and see how it looks on your skin. If you like it and it looks good, great, but get someone else to check your skin first before you leave the house, just to make sure that the shimmer has been evenly distributed throughout your foundation. Next I'm taking Illamasqua's Cream Pigment in Emerge. This is a really nice peachy colour, and it's really good if you suffer with dark circles or dark pigment underneath your eyes. I use a small amount on a concealer brush and I just quickly put it underneath the eyes. Then I like to take a piece of tissue and pull it apart so I've got one ply, and then I'm going to place that underneath the eye on top of the cream pigment and just gently press on top of it. And what this is going to do is soak up the oil from the product and leave behind the pigment. And this is crucial if you're layering products to get rid of dark circles. The more oils within those products underneath your eyes, the quicker it's going to crease. Then just go back in with your brush and smooth it out. Now that peachy cream pigment colour corrects Rianna's under eye area really well, so she doesn't need to go over it with any concealer, but I'm doing this for the sake of those people that do. If you find it's still a little bit too peachy or noticeable against your skin tone, then you'll want to go over it with a little bit of concealer or foundation. Bear in mind, layering products is going to make your under eye look a little bit more crepey, not on everybody but a lot of people, and also layering products can often cause creasing to happen a lot quicker. So when it does come to severe dark circles, it can often just be a case of acceptance. On my sponge, I'm using a small amount of translucent powder to press that underneath the eye to set everything in place. Rianna's brows are currently going through a transitional stage, so she's going to be growing them out so they're fuller. So I'm going to use the Make Up For Ever Aqua Brow to paint them in. In an ideal world, I'd have a slightly darker colour than this, but it doesn't matter because it's going to give us a tonal effect when I go over it with different colours. So I'm using the tiniest little paintbrush to put in hair stroke marks. So as you can see, Rianna's brows are quite full at the front and then they dramatically jump and become a lot thinner. So I'm going to create a more gradual slope going upwards. So this is the foundation of the brow, it's the base hairs. So once we put colour on, it's going to look like it's got more texture to the brow, as if real hairs are there. To give the brow more depth, we need to darken it, so I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo in Ebony, and on my MAC 226, again I'm flicking hair-like marks through the brow. To shape the area of the brow that already has real hair there, we're not going to go in with anything too dark, so I'm taking the medium brown brow powder and running that through. Then going in with an even finer brush by Illamasqua, I'm using black eyeshadow and pressing hairlines on, and this is going to add texture and make the brow look a little bit more like Rianna's real hair. Because we are doing quite a dramatic eye look, we're going for nice bold brows. If I was doing something a little bit more delicate on Rianna, then I would make her brows slightly thinner. For the eyes, I'm starting off by using MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. The reason I'm going for something lighter than Rianna's skin is because I want the green to look more punchy. If I could have found my NYX Jumbo pencil in Milk, then I would have used that, but I seem to have mislaid it. So this is going to work as an eyeshadow base and prevent it from creasing and shifting. You'll be pleased to know that the green colour that we've used for this is by MUA, and this is a £4 eyeshadow palette. So it's an absolute bargain and the pigment payoff is absolutely phenomenal. This is their Poptastic palette and the colour I'm using is Jade Jazz. It's really pretty and it's got a lovely pearlised finish to it. So I'm placing that over the entire eyelid, right from the lash line up to the socket. Under the tear duct area, I'm applying a small amount of the Soft Ochre paint pot again, and over that I'm going to be applying the same green colour. I'm using my pencil brush to apply this so that the colour comes down by a couple of mil. Then using a fluffy blending brush, I'm just working that on the outer corner to soften the edges. Next I'm taking MakeUp Geek's eyeshadow in Latte. This is a medium matte warm brown shade, and I'm just placing this into the crease using my F10 small fluffy crease brush. Once I've blended it out, I'm going back in with my brush and a small amount again just to build up the opacity of the colour. A nice warm colour works well with the green because the complementary colour to green is red. On the inner corners of the eyes, I'm using Nylon by MAC. This is the best inner corner highlight for real pop-in eyes. This works perfectly with this colour green because the green's got that pearlescent finish. On my flat shader brush, I'm also going to pop a small amount of that nylon on the very centre of the lids. And this is a great way of making your eyelids look bigger. Next I'm taking this matte black eyeshadow, again by MakeUp Geek, and this one is called Corrupt. And on my pencil brush, I'm applying this to the very outer corner of the eye in a C shape. Notice how I'm not pulling my brush out too far. I don't want to bring this colour too far onto the lid. I just want to accentuate and smoke out that very outer corner. I'm keeping the eyes quite rounded today. We're not doing any eyeliner, so we're not going to pull the colour out. We're just keeping it in that C shape. I've applied the colour once, then blended it out with my fluffy blending brush, then reapplied that colour in the same spot and then blended it again. When Rianna opens her eyes, you can see it's just smoked out the outer corners. On a flat shader brush, I've dipped the very tip of it into the black and I'm running that underneath the eye. And then dipping the brush into some of the green, I'm running that over the top of the black, creating a soft smoke on the outer third of the lower lash line. Then I'm going over that with a bigger fluffy blending brush to soften the edges. Along the waterline, I'm using this Urban Decay eyeliner in Perversion. I love this eyeliner because it's really black and it lasts really well, and it's the closest one I've found to the Avon Super Shock gel liner, which I really love. So if you're on a budget, you can always look for that one. I'm also running that along the top lash line very close to the lashes, and this is going to make them look a little bit fuller and darker just at the roots. I'm working the tip of my flat shaded brush backwards and forwards over the pencil. So you can see here, it makes Rianna's lashes look fuller. For mascara, I'm using Eyeko's Black Magic Mascara. The reason I like this is because it is a tubing mascara, it lengthens, it's also waterproof, so if you're going on a night out you can be sure it's not going to smudge. So Makeup Forever are now doing lashes, and I got these ones N-205 from Pam, Precious About Makeup. And these are perfect for this look, so I'm just applying those to Rianna's top lashes, and these are on a really nice thin band, so they're so comfortable to wear. Using my Pro Sculpt powders by MAC, I'm mixing together the colour Sculpt and Shadowy, and I'm running this through the hollows of the cheeks. I'm really sorry my fringe was in the way and I didn't realise. Just look at the difference from one cheekbone to the next. It makes such a difference. As you can see, Rianna's got beautiful coloured skin. She doesn't need any bronzer, but we are going in with a little bit of those two colours mixed together to add some warmth around the hairline, down the sides of the nose, and this is just going to make the face look a little bit more dimensional. For blush, I'm using this Golden Coral colour by Anastasia, and on my Real Techniques blush brush, I'm applying this to the apples of the cheeks backwards. As I mentioned at the beginning of the tutorial, we're going for a nice dewy glowy skin, so I'm using this Face Glow by Anastasia, and I'm applying a little bit to the centre of Rianna's nose, on the tops of the cheekbones, a little bit underneath her brow bone, and a little bit above the brow bone. And this again is going to keep the face looking more dimensional and less flat. And I'm using my Luxe fan brush by Zoeva to apply this. Here you can see how the combination of the contour, the highlight and the blush really makes the cheekbone pop. On the lips, I'm using MAC's Stripped Down Lip Liner. On Rianna, this works as quite a nice nude. This is odd for Rhi because she never wears nude lipstick. She always wears something with a pop of colour in it because it really does suit her. But this, I think, looked particularly great with the green eyeshadow. For lipstick, I'm using MAC's Peachstock Lipstick. The combination of Stripped Down and Peachstock on sort of Spanish looking skin works beautifully. This is one of those lipsticks that you can use it on different people and it looks totally different, like a lot of lipsticks do, but this one looks particularly good on those people with dark hair, dark eyes and tan skin. Another product that works really well with this lipstick is Oyster Girl by MAC. You'll see a lot of people on Instagram pairing these two together, and it works beautifully with Rianna's skin tone. And that is the look complete. I really hope you've liked it. I think Rianna looks absolutely stunning and she should wear green more often. If you'd like to see Rianna in another tutorial, or if you've got any suggestions for looks on her, please let me know because I can always rope her into coming in again. So thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you've missed my previous tutorials you can click on these now and it'll take you to those. Don't forget you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and the links to those will be in the description bar below, as well as all the products that I've used. So thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!